If you've been playing Europa Universalis for long enough, then you probably know about today's mod, the Timeline Expanded mod, which in essence allows you to play from the year 2 all the way up until modern times. And the best part is that it's fully scripted, so every single change on the map you actually have in the game itself. As you can see here in the year 2, we have the Roman Empire under Imperator Augustus, the very first emperor of the Roman Empire. And we still have parts of the empire that were yet to be conquered, such as Vasconia, Mauretania, Dacia, which fell under Trajan, Thracia as well, Cappadocia, and other parts of the empire. You literally have map changes as you progress in the years. So we forward this by 10 years, you start seeing the changes. In 22 AD, we have Imperator Tiberius, and we have more expansion into Cappadocia and other parts of the empire, and so on. They took the time, the modding team for this particular mod took the time to fully script the entirety of history, so there's so many new start dates that you can potentially be enjoying. You have some bookmarks here that essentially show the more interesting start dates, like the Roman-Parthian War in 58 AD, the rise of the Sassanids in 224, 100 years later down the line, the start of the barbarian invasions, which is also the start date for Rome, Total War, Barbarian Invasion, one of my favorite actual expansions for any game whatsoever. Rome Total War was the game that got me into strategy games when I was a kid, and the Barbarian Invasion expansion for Rome Total War was amazing because I used to love trying to prevent the Western Roman Empire from collapsing to the invaders. Now, if you look closely here, as you just progress by 10 years, you start seeing cracks in Western Rome. Another 10 years and you start seeing the Suebi, Vandalia, and the Vandals eventually make their way to North Africa, and basically all of North Africa will be Vandal lands. There you go, see Vandalia over here as well. Now we've got the Visigoths. They started by settling in the southern parts of Gaul and eventually taking over all of Hispania. Another 10 years and we've got the Burgundians arriving in what is known today as the Burgundian region. Suebi, significantly more lands conquered. The Huns also made their way here, and they definitely made a name for themselves in history. Another 10 years and Western Rome is really failing. We got Burgundy expanded, Visigothia, Vasconia. Another 10 years and Rome has lost control of the entirety of the western parts. Only remnants of Rome still lie in the Iberian Peninsula. Most of it is Visigothia, Iberia, but we also have half of Gaul, a part of Visigoth land. Soissons is basically a remnant of the Roman administration that tried to essentially remain Roman, but eventually got conquered by the Franks. Another 10 years and the Vandals have completely consolidated in the African lands, and then another 10 years and it's over for the Romans. We literally do not have any more Western Roman Empire. Italy is essentially the Ostrogothic land after it was conquered by Odoacer. Now, if we go back until 476, we actually still have Rome. So it all changed in a day. The administration did get completely replaced. Technically, the Roman Empire was still around, but Odoacer was the new emperor. It really depends how you interpret history. What I want you guys to see though is in 477, as it's shown in the expanded timeline mod, Western Rome still survives in the little Dalmatian coastline here, and they got cores all around the Italian peninsula. We also have the times of Justinian the Great and the rise of Islam with the Rashiduns expansion, the advent of Islam. Well, right now we have the Muslim religion. We don't have Shia and Sunnis just yet. This is Caliph Muhammad, so this is Muhammad the Prophet. And as you can see, the Arabian Peninsula is divided between the old South Arabian religions as well as Nestorian Christians, Jews as well. Actually curious if we go back a few years here what it looks like. So the very first part of the Islamic conquest starts over in here. We've got the Rashiduns owning 4 provinces: Taif, Medina, and Yanbu. All of the other provinces are very diverse when it comes to religion. We even have Zoroastrians in Yemen. Wait, state religion of Yemen was Zoroastrianism. I did not know that. Holy Mother of God. Was it because they were a vassal of the Sassanids? I assume so, right? No, makes sense. Hey, look at that. We even have Chalcedonian Christians in the northern parts in basically Shamar. And of course, the Roman Empire itself, which is for some reason called Byzantium here, is also predominantly Chalcedonian before the schism between East and West in 1054. Oh, we even have some Arians in the northern parts in Lombardia here. This is, of course, during the period of the 20 years of war between the Sassanids and the Byzantines, a war which essentially destroyed both the Byzantine Empire and the Sassanid Empire, leaving their manpower pools completely drained, their economy completely drained, and it was just ripe for the taking when the Rashiduns stepped in and just had no opposition from either empires, to be fair, because they didn't have anything left to fight with, really. I also love that we have the brand new CK3 start date, 1187 here, with the Rum, Byzantium in Anatolia, and then Egypt under the Ayyubids having majority of the lands here, but we also have little old Jerusalem trying to survive, Tripoli, Antioch, Cyprus itself is an independent kingdom under Isaac Komnenos. Curious what the religious makeup is looking like. Hey, that's a lot of Catholics. That is a lot of Catholics in Jerusalem. Then we also have the 1337 EU5 start date, as we know by now, where Byzantium is not necessarily dead, but it's not going great either for them, right? We also have the Ottomans basically with unique modifiers. The mod actually gives the Ottomans unique modifiers to make it easier for them to eventually conquer all of Anatolia, destroy Byzantium, and establish the Ottoman Empire. Similarly, in the earlier start date, the Rashiduns also get a unique modifier that does basically the same thing. And seeing how a lot of people are excited to see how it's for the EU5 start date, I think that's what I'm going to be doing here. We're going to be swapping into here. I also want to mention there's a lot of inaccurate stuff here, like the White Horde did not own Moldova. This was basically pre-Moldovan states, smaller tribal chiefdoms and stuff, right? It was not directly controlled by the White Horde, far from it. The White Horde basically is the Golden Horde, which was divided into two administrative regions, the Blue and the White Horde, essentially. And the Principality of Vladimir, the Grand Principality of Vladimir, would technically be Muscovy. It owned the title of Grand Principality of Vladimir, which allowed it to collect the tribute, because Vladimir was the one that's collecting the tribute from all the other Russian principalities, but it was owned in 1337 by the Muscovites. So this is not accurate. Actually, it's very inaccurate in the Russian areas from a historical perspective. Let me take a better look at the map. I'm curious what else is not accurate here. Obviously, they did not add as many tags as EU5 is going to have. Otherwise, Silesia would have 24 tags apparently, and Poland would be significantly more divided here. We'd have Galicia, Volhynia separate apparently too. Kiev, its own entity as well. But you know what? I'm happy with what we got in this particular mod. I actually like it. And I just realized this is the reason why I think Yuan should be red, because in this mod and in the base game actually, EU4 Yuan is red when you form it, right? I was wondering the other day when I made the EU5 dev diary, why exactly do I think Yuan should be red and not green? Now we do have the vanilla mission tree, of course, for Byzantium. So we do, considering we start with more provinces than 1444 Byzantium, we will have an easier time doing this particular mission tree. So if we follow down this path of the mission tree, it is going to be really... Wait, what? Revoking deterioration. Oh, do we still have those modifiers? Oh, we do! We start with the same privileges as in base game. Oh, that's cool, actually. That's actually really cool. I like to see that. So now it's going to be a little bit easier to revoke this. Let's see what exactly we need in order to do it. Repair the army. 15,000 units and level 2 military advisor. That's actually not too difficult to do. That's going to remove the assault fort ability, morale of armies -15. That is the worst thing ever, and so on. The mod itself also adds a lot of new decisions, as you can see here. Ruler policy to stabilize the country, recruit missionaries, recruit general. Essentially, you can sacrifice some of your rulers' mana distribution, and in exchange you get certain modifiers until the death of that particular ruler. There are some new ideas, but ideas get unlocked with technology, so you gotta wait for them. As you would imagine, technology is very different, seeing as you start from year 0. Now we're around technology level 40, and eventually we go all the way up to technology level 95, which is robot soldiers and mecha warriors. So that's going to be a pretty interesting time for sure. Same here, we will eventually be getting tank, and we have yet to unlock artillery. Apparently that is military technology level 52. That is not accurate in my opinion though, because in 1300s there were artillery around the world. The French really used a lot of artillery in the 100 Years' War. One of the the reasons why they won the 100 Years' War, albeit not as much at the start in 1337, but they did progressively use more and more as the war went along. Now, the situation of the Byzantines in 1337 is pretty sad, though. They had a couple of civil wars before, and historically, they will again have some civil wars afterwards within the 1300s. That is why they basically lost a lot of territory. They got completely decimated from the inside and made it easier for the enemies around them to just take their lands afterwards. Of course, we don't have the famous city of Philadelphia. We also don't have the other enclaves around the coastline of Anatolia, unfortunately, but we'll make do with what we have right now, which is the islands of Lesbos, Chios, and most of the Greek lands, with the exception of the southern parts in the Peloponnese and the Epirus parts. Epirus does not have any alliance, and we have cores on all of Epirus, so that's clearly going to be our... Oh, we have cores on a lot of lands, so that's clearly going to be what we're going to be doing here. Oh, also, we've got the late Middle Ages now, which does not have any unique abilities for us, unfortunately, but we can get missionary strength and missionaries, global trade power, so it's not the worst thing ever. Now, of course, let's go up to max land force limit, so we get rid of that -15 morale of armies privilege that we start with. Let's also make the Bulgarians our rivals, the Ottomans, obviously. Where are you at, Ottomans? There you go. And the Epirites, if we can. Apparently, we cannot. I don't see Epirus here. Okay, then we'll make the Serbians our rivals, because the Serbians also took some of our lands that we would like to take back, namely Macedonia and most of Albania there too. This is the period of the Serbian Empire, basically. Well, not yet, but eventually the Serbians did win against the Byzantines when the Byzantines again lost some of their armies to civil war and were weakened. The Serbians took advantage and they basically took everything in Macedonia, Thessaloniki, Ceres, Kastoria. All of this was conquered by the Serbians for a short period of time. The Serbian Empire did collapse at the hands of the Ottoman Empire eventually in 1350 something, 56, I don't remember, around that period. They did collapse eventually in the 1300s. And became a vassal of the Ottoman Empire. Privilege-wise, I'm going to essentially do a very standard base game privilege distribution. I'm going to keep my influence as low as possible, so I'm not going to give too many privileges until I conquer the other parts of the Greek lands, so I can increase my crown lands, because remember, lower influence means you get more crown lands when you conquer provinces. That's also why I'm not summoning the Diet, and I'm not giving any other privileges. I also want to cancel that, of course, before anything else. Wait, I just realized we start with -99 prestige. What? That's wild, bro. Now, in the base game, you want to go for the confirmation of the Council of Florence, because you want to have essentially the mercenary meta, where mercenaries are super cheap to defeat the Ottoman Empire. But seeing as we don't actually need to worry about the Ottomans as much as we do in the base game, I'm actually going to reject the Union, get rid of the privilege very easy early in the campaign. The problem with doing that is that you don't get any help from the West, and mercenaries are actually more expensive, so we're not going to be able to rely on mercenaries that much, unfortunately. But then again, as I said, the Ottomans are not as big of a threat as they are in the base game, so we should technically be fine. Looks like Epirus allied the Serbs, which have 12,000 units. You know what? That's actually fine. How about these guys? These guys allied Siena. He got 10th. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, okay, fair enough. How about Achaia? Achaia is a junior partner of Naples, which also owns the province of Corfu. That's going to be for later that we attack. Bulgaria might actually be an easy target, though. Yeah, it is an easy target. Okay, let's wait one more date. There we go. And I guess Bulgaria is going to be the first one we reintegrate. Let's see which one's the highest development. Sofia looks like the highest development. Target that. Always target the highest development province as your initial target, because it's going to make it a little bit cheaper to take that particular province. So if you take a higher development province, you can actually take more provinces, or take more war score anyway. Oh my dude, what the shit is this? Why does Bulgaria start with the most insane freaking general ever? Boris Strahil 4452. Okay, I feel like I may have made a mistake. I feel like maybe I should not have attacked Bulgaria. All right, let's go ahead and quickly get some money so we can get an advisor, so we can get rid of the -15 morale of armies debuff. There you go. I know that's expensive, but it's worth it. There we go, boy. Repair the army. Get rid of that horrible privilege. Oh my god, now we actually can fight. Yes, please. Look at the difference. Look at the freaking difference in unit. Look at that, man. We went from 1.56 morale to 2.04 morale. That is a huge difference. So now we are on par with the Bulgarians. If we fought them before, we would have completely lost any sort of battle against the Bulgarians. I'm gonna let them drain their units in a very dumb attempt of sieging down Constantinople. This is not gonna work out for you, Bulgaria. And if their units try and go from the northern bits here, I'm just gonna quickly skibbity-boo, skibbity-bay, wipe out whatever troops are trying to sneakily merge with the rest of the main armies. We also gotta remember we have pretty bad prestige situation, so we need to keep an eye on that, and we need to try and increase the prestige as much as possible for the future wars against the Ottomans, which I kinda assume have really high morale. They have low maintenance now, so I don't know what their morale really is. Also gonna fire that advisor because my economy is tanking because of him. I cannot sustain a level 2 advisor, which is 7.8 ducats. Holy mother, my economy is non-existent right now. Holy shit. There we go. You tried to sneakily run away from me, but it's not gonna work, boy. And we're also gonna attack their main units there. Please win. Please, please, please win. Please, please, please. There you go. We won. I didn't have a single doubt, okay? I knew that we were gonna win. I was sure of it. Totally did not expect to lose. Okay, maybe I did expect to lose a little bit, but just a little bit, okay? I'm gonna send 2,000 of my units to siege down the western parts of Bulgaria because I kind of suspect the Serbians might pull a sneaky and they might try and take the Bulgarian lands whilst no one's looking, right? The Ottomans just allied to the White Horde. That is not good. That is really, really not good for me at all. Now, with the cunning use of our ships, we can actually siege down what's left of Bulgaria too in the east. Oh, we can get Admin Tech 43, which allows us to get a new idea group. So what are we gonna go for here? Early diplomatic ideas, early trade. Actually, trade might not be such a bad idea considering we really could use a little bit of extra money, couldn't we? White Horde declared war in Bulgaria. Well, I'm freaking happy that Bulgaria doesn't exist anymore because, you guessed it, we gonna be fully annexing them. This was a pretty costly war, but it's a worthy war because look at that. We basically doubled in size. And hey, look at that. We are up to minus 37 prestige now, down from minus 99. I guess up from minus 99, really. And we got 14.9% crown lands from having taken all of the Bulgarian lands, so it's time for me to summon the Diet, and apparently I can cancel this privilege. Hell yeah, I'm doing that. Plus, now I can give the rest of the privileges, I guess. Supremacy over the crown, and just overall a standard estate meta. If you're not sure what that means, check out my estate video guide in the description below. 25 more prestige from Patronage of the Arts means we're down to minus 12 prestige as well. Unsurprisingly, pretty much nobody wants to ally us. That kind of sucks. We're gonna go with an alliance with Trebizond because, quite frankly, I don't have many options. And Galicia Volhynia might be a little bit tricky because they might get their asses handed to them by the White Horde. So I'm not sure if I should. Well, no, it's fine. They're allied to Muscovy, so maybe they won't get attacked. Let's see. Actually, Muscovy, I just realized, has like 4 provinces, so maybe they will get attacked. Wait, what? I've got 25% army professionalism. I am so slackening that. I need that manpower desperately. We went from 177 monthly to 470 monthly. That is beautiful. That means we can actually get an army again and attack the Serbians and the Iperites, which should be enough to get the power base for us to fight against afterwards the Ottomans and maybe even the White Horde. Oh, we got Byzantine separatists sieging down Achaia. So if they manage to enforce, then we're going to be getting these provinces for free. Hopefully nobody actually helps Achaia out. So I'm going to be attacking the Serbs because they're allied to Epirus and I can co-belligerate Epirus in the same war. I cannot co-belligerate the Wallachians because that would bring in the White Horde since they are a tributary of the White Horde. And yes, that is pretty historical. They were actually a tributary of the White Horde. We're going to focus on Epirus, piece them out quickly, and then we can focus on the Serbs and the Wallachians right afterwards. Main idea is that we really do not want the Epirate armies to merge with the Serbian armies because then they're going to have more units than us. Right now, they're basically 16 against 16 if we don't include the Epirates, so it's fairly balanced. And I just realized that the rebels actually did enforce in Achaia. Let's check the province history here. Was liberated from enemy occupation on the 1st of August. So the rebels, the Byzantine rebels, actually enforced. Look at that. 1st of August, 1344. Achaia is broken. So we basically just got 3 provinces for free. And seeing as these were cores from before, me making it full state means it goes down to 2.8% autonomy. That's honestly one of the first times this has happened in a really long time. I think the last time I got provinces from rebels enforcing was in like patch 1.31 or something, which is a really, really long time ago. It's like 5 years ago, really, which makes me realize this game is very, very freaking old. Holy shit. We're gonna do the same tactic here with the Wallachians that we did with the Epirates. We're gonna destroy their army, siege a few provinces, and white peace them. I don't really want anything from them right now, and I want to just be able to focus on the Serbians as much as possible. So as predicted, we can do a white peace now that we took their capital, but I kind of want to take a little bit of money money too. Actually, I'm gonna do humiliation because that will give me some power projection. So we went up to 86 power projection now, which means we will have the +1 mana privilege for quite some time. For the Epirates, on the other hand, as you would expect, it's full annexation. It is rightful Byzantine clay after all, right? And I know what you're thinking. Ludi, how much aggressive expansion you got? I've got not much because we've only annexed Bulgaria. They're Orthodox. They're also South Slavic, so nobody really actually gives a schnapps except the Serbs, Wallachians. We have a truce with the Wallachians and the Serbs we're going to be taking care of, if you know what I mean, in a few seconds. Now we're going to do reverse the downfall. Like a phoenix, we rise again once more, 25 power projection, and we gain 3,000 manpower, 84 ducats. That is actually awesome. Reconquest of Bulgaria. We can add Bulgarian as an accepted culture. We get a general that's 50 army tradition, and Ternova is the new Constantinople until the end of the game. We can do false despots as well. We gain a core on Cephalonia, permanent claims on a lot of lands in South Italy as well, and we get morale of armies and navy, so that's pretty cool too. Let's check out our new claims. Eventually we will be attacking Naples and of course reestablishing the Roman rule over the Italian peninsula. Make sure we make these full cores like with Morea, because this was cores. By simply making it full states, we go down to basically no autonomy. Did I just lose my army? Why am I not paying attention? Why the hell am I not paying attention? Oh my god, this is actually bad. All right, let's merge up in the south and let's get some more units. Good government policies. One, stability, reform, or money. I'm gonna go for the stability, bro. We got 0 stability right now. Byzantine merchants evade taxes. We could crack down on the practice and we get 360 ducats. That's actually a lot. Or we can revoke the tax exemption for Latin merchants. Oh, but that's gonna cost us a lot. We already have quite a few loans. What's a couple more loans? It's fine. We'll be okay. This way we have none of the horrible starting privileges that we had before, so that's pretty cool. Also, we got an extra merchant now, so let's put him over in Crimea. Maybe we can transfer a little bit of that into the Constantinople node. Let's also crush the Serbian fleet that is apparently blockading us. We don't want that because that's going to give us war exhaustion from getting blockaded. Instead, we're going to be the ones blockading the Serbs, and we also can get some patriarchal authority. I don't mind some. Gotta be careful with this Serbian army. They are pretty strong, but hopefully they're not gonna do something stupid like attack my 3,000 stack here. Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attack their 1,000 stack. Take that, you scumbags. That's for living. How much can we take from them, actually? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is all core provinces, right? So whatever we take that's outside of this is not core, like Kosovo, Niš, Brančevo. That is surprisingly not that much aggressive expansion. What the shit? 62 for that. That's only 4 nations. Wallachia. Oh my god. Dude, I'm gonna get massive after this war. Maybe I'll take some money instead of that last province there, so I can fix my economy, which is not really doing amazing, boys. Well, actually, we're gaining money. How the hell are we gaining money? Oh, from spoils of war, because we're basically looting the coast side with our fleet. Fair. And the big brain AI went down to Morea to siege down Morea. Clearly, that is the right thing to do for them. Not smart, but right. For me, at least, that's right. Problem now is that we don't have any more professionalism to be slackening recruitment, so we got to be really careful with the units that we have left. We need to make sure we don't just waste them sieging down provinces with way too many units like I'm doing in the south of Montenegro. Looks to me like the Serbs are about to have no more fleet, and it's not like they're gonna need it anyway, since I'm gonna be taking the entirety of their coastline after this war. Oh, we went down to -7. Let's go take Belgorod. How's their siege progressing? They're at 7%. Oh shit, if that falls at 7%, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, it didn't. We're Gucci. We're still in this. They probably wait, we went to 21%. Oh, we have a challenge. We have a challenge. Let's see which one falls. Oh, come on, Serbia. Really? You take my freaking fortification like that, you scumbags. And now they're coming for my units. This is bad. This is really bad. No, go away, Serbia. Go away. I hope they're gonna go siege another fort and not attack my units, though. It looks like they might be going. No, they're going for the capital. Ooh, that's bad. Please fall. Please freaking fall. Please freaking fall. It fell. It fell. Oh, yes, baby. Let's go. Are we Gucci then? We Gucci. Actually, we could probably enforce now, couldn't we, if we take less money? There you go. I'm good with this because I just don't want to be in this war anymore. I want to recover and start planning my expansion into the Ottomans, because I feel like it's a good moment for me to get rid of this little nuisance before it actually becomes a big nuisance. They still allied to the White Horde? They are. Oh, they're allied to Sicily as well now? Oh, really, Sicily? I thought you were supposed to be on my side, bro. Really, in just about 10 years, 11 years from the start date, we've managed to get back most of the Balkans. I really hope this would be a thing in EU5 too, where you can get all of the Balkans really early on, but I kind of doubt it, considering that in EU5 the Balkans is in a much worse state and the Byzantines are going to be in a really bad political situation. I'm thinking that the Byzantines are going to be one of the toughest choices to begin your campaign in EU5, which would of course make a lot of sense. Bogomilus religion spawned. What? Where? Epirus is Bogomilus. Ew! That's not possible to convert for 25 years, is it? Oh, that's horrible. Convert to Bogomilus! Oh my god, should we do it? Should we do it just for the memes? Am I gonna regret doing this? I'm gonna click just to see what happened. Alright, do we have any unique thing as the Bogomilists? We have spirituality, appeal for ascetic lifestyle. What the shit is that? What the hell does that mean? This gave us what? It gave us 5% spirituality, so we get some missionary strength, idea cost reduction. Wait. We can get pretty significant bonuses from this going up to 100%. Although it's not as good as orthodoxy is, to be fair. Can I go back to orthodoxy? No, I don't want to be Bogomilist. No. I fucked up, okay? I fucked up, Aaron. But hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to showcase how amazing the expanded timeline mod is, and I'm really having a lot of fun with it. So I think you will too. Check out the link to this mod in the description below, and I'll see you in the next one.